Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. How are you today? It is Thursday, May 24th, 2018. Alright people, I'm actually almost at my wit's end with this whole thing. In my entire life, and I just posted this on Twitter and a couple of other of my social networks, I have never seen before, never, market rigging like we have today. I want to put a perspective on a couple of things. But let me start off with this. As I am doing this video blog, stocks are down. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down about 140 points. Very, very volatile market. Right at the open today, literally right at the open, they started in again buying up those bonds, trying to prop up that bond market. Think about why. Again, it's very, very simple. They buy these bonds, it compresses or suppresses yields, so there's nowhere to go. This is the environment they've created, so cash flows into the stock market. Now, a rally in the bond market and a rally in the stock market, this is their mechanism as of late, is more or less a new phenomenon. And that's really the truth. It used to be we had a risk-on trade and a risk-off trade, meaning if investors wanted to take on risk, you would see cash leave the bond market and make its way into the stock market. And then when risk was off, for whatever reason, geopolitical, cash would leave the stock market and go into the bond market. But now, the Federal Reserve, Wall Street banks, other banks around the world, are playing a very, it's in our face, obvious game. That is, they get in there, they buy up those bonds, suppress rates so there's nowhere to go, creating or making sure the environment of risk remains intact for one reason and for one reason only: to continue to inflate the stock market bubble. Stock market is in a bubble on the back of the debt bubble. You understand? And then you got all this repatriation of cash, President Trump allowing these companies to bring their cash back to the United States, no questions asked, doesn't care, they don't care where it came from, doesn't matter. Just put the cash back to work, buy back shares of stock, boosting the stock market. So you can see how this is playing out here. Again, it's literally, it's off the Richter scale. I use that as a joke all the time, but it really is. Rigging to the highest order, beyond anything I have ever heard of, seen, thought of. This is it. We are seriously in the fantasy land of fantasy lands when it comes to this stock market right now. And a lot of you have been writing to me lately. Let me cover this real quick about trying to get fancy and taking up short positions. Sure, you can do that, but they seem to be absolutely determined to push the stock market higher at all costs, especially because we have the midterms coming up. You can get fancy in here and buy puts once in a while, but I would be very, very cautious with that. They are determined to push stocks higher. Use that to our advantage. So let the market bleed off a little bit, then get in there and buy calls when the market becomes oversold. Look at the chart on my website, traderschoice.net. It is insanely accurate. If you've been using that, I find it very hard to believe that you're not making probably a stupid amount of money. All right, so let's talk about a few other things here. Gold and silver are putting on nice gains right now. The dollar is down a little bit. Again, they're buying up those bonds. I love all you guys. I don't want your eyeballs to explode, so put on that welder's mask or whatever mask you got and click on the link in the description of this video. Go look at that chart. See what they're doing. They've managed to push the 10-year yield well below 3%. We know where the line is now. Again, I hate red lines in the sand, but it's pretty obvious that it was about 3.1, 3.11% regarding the 10-year. They are not stupid. They're watching this like we are. So they've managed to really push it down hard. We're at 2.96, I believe, right now. 2.96, 2.97. They are well in their safe zone. This is where they want it, so stocks will move up you know, it's so right here. It's so in our face. Cryptocurrencies took a pretty big hit overnight. I mean, they're also determined to crush this asset as well here. It's very sad. You know, they want you in the dollar. They don't want you in gold. They don't want you in silver. They don't want you in crypto. They want you in the dollar so they can control you, so they can rig everything. Because that's what this says. I mean, I don't know about any of you, but I just have never seen anything like this before. This is really to such an extreme, and it's crazy. It really is. But again, we can use this to our advantage, and that's not the whole point. I mean, yeah, of course, you know, we're in this here, traders, to make money in this market. That's what we do. People don't like it. Well, you know what? That's tough. That's what we do. That's the business of traders. But it just bothers me. It bothers me that it's not real. Anyway, before I go off the deep end, I'm going to end this video here, and let's sum this up at the end of the day. Watch that bond market. Watch that 10-year yield. Watch what they do to it. It's unbelievable. See you later.